Heal the women, heal humanity. Once Grandmother Kitty sat me down by a campfire up near the Taos in New Mexico. We stayed up till the sun rose talking, for she knew that her time on this earth was short and needed me to understand certain things. Grandmother Kitty spoke. I will tell you a story that was given to me by grandmother of the Lakota people. She told me that we must work with the women. We must help them at all costs to heal their pain. In these times that are coming, she told me to help the women reclaim their power. If the women do not reclaim their power, all will be lost. Because in these times, the men will no longer act like men. They will not be noble and proud of who they are, who they come from, and their connection to the land. They will not hold the words of Creator close to their hearts. They will only hold the words of other men to their hearts, and men can be wrong. Two-leggeds make mistakes. Men have become sick with altered ego and greed. They have lost their connection to their inner spirits. They have a material God now. They are no longer leaders among the people, so our children do not learn, and they now wander aimlessly through life like lost souls, without connection to their spirit. A human being without spirit is like a ship without a sail. All they can do is float around, hoping that luck will bring them to a safe harbor. They are without personal power and not really alive. They are a leaf at the mercy of the wind. It would be the women who will remember who they are first, because women have known who they are for many generations. Once, as the bearers of life, it was the women who were the teachers of life's mysteries. Long ago, the people made a choice, and many of them left the good red road and began to walk the black road. The stories of the women who followed their men down this black ribbon were suppressed because they kept telling the men that they were walking in the wrong direction. They kept telling them that they were walking away from the sacred ways, and that one day they could lose even their memories of these ways entirely. But the men did not want to hear that they might be wrong. Today, we know the women were right in their fears about this black ribbon road. Most of us do not know how to speak our own language. The men brought the sacred bundles to us for safekeeping, but it was already too late. Our way of life was disappearing from this earth faster than the snow melts in spring. With the coming of the white man's ways, women were not allowed to speak. It was taught that the devil spoke through their mouths. Only men could speak, so we watched in silence as the world fell apart. Today, we are beginning to wake up. We are remembering our beginnings. It is as our elders have always taught us. The time is near for us now when we will see the new world. The women have help from Grandfather Grizzly Mato, who had given sacred medicine ways to the women and taught them the ways of the herbs and the healing power of the plants. He taught them also about the dreamtime power and how to heal the mind. I ask you, was it not always the women who taught the men the ways of the people? And in the end, when they saw their world crumbling, the men brought the sacred bundles to the women, who then took them to safety of mountains. The women cried for vision and begged the Creator to show them where to bury these sacred bundles, so that there would be something left for their children to know the ways. So it is the grandmothers that, to this day, hold many of these sacred bundles and sacred pipes for the people. And this is how it should be. For the women are the bearers of life. They have the ancient wisdom that has always been with them. They create the bodies that we use when we come into this world. they have a very special relationship with the mother, for she is the one who gives the women the formula for doing this. Heal the women, then they can heal themselves. I have a tear falling down my right eye. Once the women have been healed, then they can heal the men. With strong hearts, they can help heal the fear that has consumed men, which is what happens when you lose contact with your spirit. When the men are healed, then we can dream the new dream for this earth and use the ghost dance medicine that Mato has given us. Then we will dance with Sitting Bull and the porcupine once again. Then we will return to the ways of the great peace. Kia Neri Goa. Stay strong, fam. Oh.